division of the visitors, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Give to the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Hokie, 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 high, Tech, VPI. Got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Boyd. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Third and goal coming up here. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. And that one did not work. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the right. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Panthers. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Pittsburgh 10, Virginia Tech 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Hokies in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First down for this offense. Forced out of the pocket. Pulls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's Holstein. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Past the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Pittsburgh, 17. Virginia Tech, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to go down at the 1.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
And the returner will be brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300+ pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. And the ball is picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
It's a draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Going to take a shot. And he intercepts it. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Showing off the arm. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He wants to throw, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
Virginia Tech, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fitzgerald. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the ground with the counter. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will boot it away to start the second half.
Virginia Tech, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Brings up second down.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulane. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
That's a first down for the offense.
It's reverse. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him in space where he can do damage like he did on this play.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
They'll try the run. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. A huge pickup. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found daylight, it was Katie Bartlett. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Pitt. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
Virginia 10, 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Hands it off. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for a gap. It's Boyd. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Holstein. He's got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Panthers are on the move.
Good enough for first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Complete to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Pitt right back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Mason. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Makes the grab. It's Keith.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he... Offense in a bunch formation. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Makes the catch on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The run from the shotgun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Brings up fourth down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Touch pass on the run. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early